Don't touch me.
Hi.
I'll be taking over Mr. Young's position as your parole officer. You will refer to me as Mr. Weber.
What happened to Jerry?
He was dismissed for selling illegal drugs to parolees. Now, Mr. Bray, you got something to say?
No, I was just playing.
Considering Mr. Young's predicament and your lack of employment, it ain't looking good. So I will be conducting a surprise inspection during the week, and I better not find something I don't want to see.
You liked him?
Oh, I liked him.
You liked him like him? You like the fact that he was on to us?
Would you fucking relax? I got excellent stash hiding skills. What's there to worry about? He's not gonna find nothing. Oh, fuck, where'd I put my keys?
Yeah, we're fucked.
Oh, God, they were in my pocket. Oh,
Take
fuck.
these.
Man, I'm stupid.
I'll get the rest.
Dax, I asked you to do one thing. Come here. What? What? What the fuck?
I didn't do it. Let's see what he's got here.
Just run into your landlord again. That guy gives me the creeps. Who the fuck is that?
Hey, help me.
Oh, what's going on?
I don't know. I just walked in and he was there.
Dax, what did you do this time?
What? I didn't do anything. You think I did this?
Well, did you just check to see if the guy's alive?
Hell no, I'm not touching that.
Look, guys. Look, he's got track marks all over his arms. He's a junkie. He wandered into the building and he broke in.
No pulse.
Fuck.
We need to call the cops.
No, we can't. I can't go back.
Hey.
No.
It'll be okay. It'll be fine, all right? Look, as long as we don't touch the body and we leave no physical evidence, everything's gonna be fine, okay?
Why?
I know a place.
You really have to drive all night for this?
Yes.
Oh, fuck. Sorry, I dropped it.
Here's good.
You live for this shit, don't you?
You know what? You're the reason we're even out here in first place. If
Hey,
you
don't
had
go there. Blame me.
It's already sunlight. Let's get a move on.
Fuck, chill, you know?
All right, who brought the shovels?
Oh, fuck.
Are you serious?
Should we go back for them?
There's no time for
Okay,
that.
okay, someone, we'll grab branches and leaves. We'll throw it on the body. No one will know the difference. Yeah. Yeah, that looks good.
You can stay over if you want.
I'd rather not. I can still smell this stench of death in here. Call you later.
Love you.
Love you too.
Yo, I think I'm gonna get those calf implants, eh? Looking a little lean. Yeah, I heard they're doing it cheap in Taiwan, like $80. Yo, did you hear me? Ah. Oh, fuck.